Hi, I'm Bella and I'm doing a famous birthdays Q&A. Let's get right into it. First question, do you see social media as your long-term career path? If not, what could you see yourself doing? I love doing social media, but I have a lot of other dreams and my biggest one is to be an actress. And I don't ever see myself stopping social media, but it's just gonna be more of a side thing because I hope to be in movies and TV shows. What is your goal for where you'll be 3 years from today? So in 3 years, I'm going to be 19 years old. So at 19, I hope that I'm still LA living and I'll be living on my own, hopefully a working actress and a working dancer. I hope that I've been on tour. I hope that I'm happy and I hope that I have great people in my life. That sounds good. If you could meet any 3 people, dead or alive, who would you like to meet? I know that my number one person to meet in the whole world, dead or alive, is Tom Brady because he is the greatest quarterback of all time. He's the GOAT, and me being from Boston, I've always been the biggest Patriots fan. His legacy on the Patriots is amazing. I just want to know the guy. And other 2 people, I probably just want to meet Justin Bieber because I love his music. He's super cool. And maybe Jacob Elordi because he may or may not be my celebrity crush. If you were stranded on an island and could only take 3 objects, what would they be? 3 objects on a stranded island. I would take a radio because I can't live without music, and it would also be good to stay in tune with the world, even though I'd be on an island and it wouldn't really matter. I would also take bug spray because the mosquitoes love me, and maybe chapstick. I can't live without chapstick either. What advice would you have for someone who wants to be a social media creator? Some advice I would give anyone who wants to get into social media is to just have your own brand. You can be inspired by others, but I think it's great to just figure out what works for you. And what works for you isn't going to be the same as everybody else. Your content is not gonna look like what other people are posting, and that's something that you have to accept and love, I guess. What is your biggest pet peeve? I've been waiting for this one. My biggest pet peeve is snoring. I cannot stand it, and this probably doesn't seem like that much of an issue, but what if my husband snores? Actually, serious inquiries only if you snore. Just please save us the drama and just don't, cause it's just not gonna work out, okay? Yeah, I just can't stand snoring. What was a time in your life you felt like you were at a crossroads, and how did you decide what to do? There's been a few times in my life I've been at crossroads, but my most recent is when I first moved out to LA. I wasn't really sure what I wanted to do and where I wanted to take my career because I always knew that I wanted to be a dancer, but then once I got out here, I made so many amazing connections and friends that made me branch out to acting, social media, and I'm so grateful for that. Yeah. What advice would you give to your past self? A piece of advice that I would give to my past self would probably be 2 things. First thing being to not take everything too seriously. And second thing being that you don't have to fit in, to be yourself. If you could find out one thing about your future, what would it be? If I could find out one thing about my future, I would want to see where I'm living and if I'm married, and if I have kids. What does my family look like? What's going on in the living situation? And am I happy? Yeah. What would be one superpower you would choose to have? I've always wished that I could be exactly like the Flash. I would definitely want to have super speed because You can get everywhere on time. You can clean your room super fast. You can cook anything super fast. And you can also go into the future, or you can go back into the past, which I think is so cool. Last question. What is one of your most embarrassing moments? Okay, we're ending this off with a bang, apparently. Okay, about to expose myself real quick. One of my most embarrassing moments would have to be when I was visiting family in Florida, and we decided to have a beach day, as any family would, and it was going really, really good until we were all done, and I was walking up to go use the shower that you like rinse off like your feet and stuff and to get all the sand off. And basically right before me, somebody wanted to have a whole shower and did soap and made the floor all slippery. So me being me, I slipped and fell right on my face like this. I don't know how I didn't break my nose. I'm so happy that I was okay, but it was more embarrassing than painful. So that has to be one of my most embarrassing stories. So that was the last question, but I hope you guys learned a lot more about me. This was super fun. So thank you so much, Famous Birthdays, for having me. Bye.